So if I'm not using a list of that output, it will create an object. Okay, it says that a filter object at this particular memory location is created. Okay, but if you want to see the output, you always need to use an iterable like list or tuple or something, so that you will see the output. Okay, you will see the output. So this is for the case one. Okay, this is for the first case. So for the first case, in the sense like you have to find out the even numbers. Okay, coming to the second case. So add 300 to every number in list 2. Okay, so in this case, let's apply list of filter of add 300 to list 2. So there is no change in the output 0369. So nothing happened here. Okay, that means this is not working. Basically filter is not working here. So let's do the same thing with map. So now when you are applying map, so this particular function is mapping to this list 2. Okay, and the output will be coming like this. Okay, so the output will be the function applied on the list. So the function, what is the functionality inside that function? Adding 300 to every number. Okay, to the given parameter. So every value in this list is getting added with 300, and then the output is printed. Okay, then the output is printed. So that is the case. So from this one, the difference is that, so if a function has condition, okay, then filter is used, filter works better. Okay, if a function has operation, okay, operation like arithmetic operation, something like that, then map works better. Okay, this is the case. And one more thing, so in both cases the common step in the both cases is output is multi-valued. Okay, output is multi-valued in the sense, so in the both cases your output have more than one value. Okay, so your output is more than one value. So yeah, so in the both cases you can see list of map of applying the 300 function to list 2. You can see there are more than one value as the output. Okay, the same case in the even function, your output is more than one value. Okay, so these are not single valued outputs, these are multi-valued outputs. So if your output, if your expected output is more than one value, then you can use map and filter, guys. Okay, if your output is multi-valued, then you can use map and filter. Okay, so like this you can apply any function on any list. Only based upon the experience you will get to know which function should you be applied. Okay, whether it is map or filter. So map will work better if your output is not a boolean, if you are not checking any conditions. Okay, but filter, it is going to filter out based upon the condition. Okay, so you can clearly, the name says filter. Okay, filtering out the data using the given function. Okay, from the given function, sorry, from the given list, or from the given iterable, your function will be applied on that, and based upon the given function the output is filtered. Okay, so that's how map and filter both works generally. Okay, so I will explain you one more example on map and filter. Okay, and so now we have added a 300. Okay, and we did some event function like that, right? So let's do one more simple thing, some basic thing. So find out the numbers that are divisible by 7, or okay, I'll do 4 and 7. Okay, So both numbers. So from list 1. This is my question. And for this one, first of all, we need to create a lambda function, right? So divisible by 4 and 7. Okay, divisible by 4 and 7. We'll create a lambda function. So x should be divisible by both 4 and 7. Okay, so x divisible by 4 double equal to 0. Okay, x divisible by 4 double equal to 0, and x divisible by 7 double equal to 0. Okay, so let's do one thing. So divisible by 4 and 7, now I'll give 28. So the output is true. Basically 28 is divisible by both 4 and 7. So like that, if there are any numbers in list 1 which are divisible by both 4 and 7, those should be my output. So as I told you, when you are using conditions, it is better to use map. Okay, so you can use list of map. You can apply your function divisible by 4 and 7 and apply it on list 1. Oh, sorry, filter. So there are no numbers that are divisible by 4 and 7. Okay, in list 1. Okay, there are no numbers that are divisible by both 4 and 7 which are present in the list 1. Okay, so if at all, if you guys find anything, just let me know. See, 2028. I'm just cross checking this. Okay, yeah, both are mostly of course our output mostly fine. Okay, so there are no numbers that are divisible by both 4 and 7. Okay, I can change it to any other number, 8 or 9, something like that. You can find something else. Okay, so but this is a so generally our function works. And let's do one more thing. Apply uh, square to the root of cube root of each number. Okay, so apply square to the cube root of each number from list 2. Okay, so that means first of all you need to do the cube root and then you need to apply square for each number. Okay, so cube square. Cube root and square. Okay, so let's do this lambda. Take your parameter. Okay, for that parameter, first thing is that you need to apply cube root, right? So so generally cube root is basically nothing but cube root of x, so which you can do like this, 1 by 3. Okay, so power, basically it is power. Cube root is nothing but power, right? So power 1 divided by 3 is nothing but cube root. And for this thing, so we need to apply square. The output of this one, we need to apply square. So I hope you guys understood this one, or I'll write the expression here. So x to the power of square root of x. Okay, x to the power of 1 by 3. Okay, x to the power of 1 by 3, and for this whole thing, so we need to apply square. So this is the actual equation, x to the power of 1 by 3. So actually I am unable to find the root symbol in latex, but fine. So x to the power of 1 by 3 to the power of 2. Okay, so this is how the equation actually going to be there. So cube root of a square function. So we have created this. So for any number, okay, inside list 2, we need to apply this function. Okay, so for that case, so list of map, you can apply cube root square, comma. First of all, let's do for list 1, list 2. So let's take a number 3. Okay, so cube root square of 3. So this is of the value that is being there. So cube root of 3 and to the power of 2 like that. So to cross check, you can do it with any calculator and all. Okay, but so list of map, so apply cube root square to every value in list 2. Okay, so execute this one. So you can see the output here. Okay, you can see the output here. So I think this is the 27 value, the value 27 or something, cube, yeah, 27. So we get 3 cube, which is 27, and then square of it, 3 square 9, like. So we are getting the values like this. Okay, so like this, if any at all single expression, if you wanted to write, you can write in your lambda, and once you write the lambda function, so you can also apply map and filter based upon your requirement, whether it is operation or any condition. Okay, so if it is condition, then you will apply filter. If it is operation, then you will apply map. Okay, so that's how you will do. So any doubts, anybody as of now? Okay, fine, then let's move forward with reduce. Okay, so coming to the case of reduce, till now map and filter output, as we know, both are multi-valued output. Okay, multi-valued output. For single valued output, you need not to use map or filter. You can use reduce. Okay, you can use reduce. So let me do a small thing. So find the greater value in a given list. Okay, in a given list, find the greater value. That means your output is a single value, right? So as I'm telling you, if your output is multi-valued, then you will use map and filter. Otherwise, you will use reduce. Okay, so finding out the greater value in the given list. Okay, so let's say list 3. So I'll give any number. Okay, something like this. Okay, I'm giving some numbers like this, completely random. Okay, so using a function, okay, I'll be creating a function and I will use reduce on that. Okay, so and I'll show you how it is going to be done. So but for using reduce, you need to import it. Okay, from so this is a package called functools. From function tools, you can import a package called reduce. Okay, so using this reduce package, we are going to do. And for map and filter, we have applied a list of map of that function and then applied on the iterable. But for the reduce, as the output is single valued, you don't need to apply a list of. Okay, directly you can apply reduce of that function. Okay, first of all, let's create a lambda function to find out greater number. So lambda. So to find out greater number, we need to do the comparison between two numbers, right? So let's say we have two numbers x and y. Okay, two numbers x and y. So if x is greater than y, okay, if x is greater than y, then x is the greater number, right? So I'll write the output here, else I'll write y. So this is the syntax if you wanted to write if and else. Okay, you cannot write if else if multiple lines code you cannot write. If it is going to complete in a single line, you can write here. Okay, as it is a lambda function. Otherwise, you can use normal function and you can write a number of lines. Okay, that's your version. So let me show you lambda function here. So x, if x greater than y, that means if you are comparing two numbers 10 and 11, okay, so in place of x, think x is equal to 10 and think y is equal to 11. Okay, if 10 is greater than 11, or if 10 is greater than 11, obviously it is not, so it goes this part. So in the case of x, let's say now let's think x is 11 and y is 10. Okay, so in this case x, if x greater than y, that means you are printing x if x greater than y, else y. Okay, else you are going to print y simply. Okay, that's how the syntax is going to be followed. So every time if you wanted to write in lambda functions, you always need to write it in this way, if and else. So now what happens is, so greater number we are getting, we are going to apply greater number on list 3. Okay, so I'll use reduce. So generally what happens is you can apply reduce, and so once you're applying reduce, you need to pass your function name, so which is greater number, then apply on list 3. So this function is being applied on list 3. Okay, and it is going to give you the output. Okay, so basically what happens in the background is, so the first two numbers, okay, these two are going to be passed, okay, into xy. So now x is 100 and y is 43. Okay, x is 100 and y is 43. So the output of this is basically nothing but if x greater than y, that means if 100 greater than 43, so x will be printed as 100 is greater than 43. In place of x, now there is 100. Okay, so initial output from 100 comma 43. Okay, so the output is 100. Okay, now the next thing is it goes to the next number, which is 4435. Okay, now what happens is the input that is going to pass is 100 comma 4435. Okay, the output here will be 4435, and in the same case, so here actually this will be x and this will be y, right? So and in the same case this one will be x and this one will be y. Okay, now as we got the output as 4435, now 4435 will be your x and the next value 24. Okay, so next value is 24, that comes here. The output is 4435. Okay, here what happened is x is 4435 and y is 24. Okay, and similarly now the next thing is 4435 will be in the input and the next value, which is 545. Okay, 545 comes into picture. The output will be 4435, and similarly here this is x, right, and this is y. The output is still same, it hasn't changed yet. Now the next input will be 4435 comma the next value, which is 3. Okay, so the output is still same 4435 because that is the like big number. Okay, and this is same x and same y, and the next input is 4435 and then followed by 23242. So here the output will be changed, right? So here the output will be 23242. Okay, now the value of x is changed to, so this is your x, this is your y, and now the next input will be 23242, which is your x, and 53521. Okay, so the output is similarly 53521, and now your value of x is changed, right? So x and y, now this one will be your new x. So like this, and moving on so on till the end of the list, it is going to keep on checking, and until the last output, whatever the output it is finding, it is going to print that output till the last. Okay, so next comparison is between these two, and then this one will be your greater value, and then with 5, and then with 5353. So like that you are going to get your output, single valued output. Okay, so basically I'm just explaining you what happens in the background, but simply you can apply your lambda function on your list 3, and then you can see the output like this. I hope you guys understood this one. Any doubts as of now? Anyone? Okay, so fine then. So like this you can apply map, filter, reduce using a function. Okay, here one more thing is, not only lambda functions, you can use normal functions also. Okay, so here I am using a lambda function because today's topic is lambda function, but normally you can use lambda functions on this, normal functions or lambda functions, anything you can use on this list. Okay, so like that you can apply your code whatever you want. Okay, so I hope you guys understood. So any doubts you can ask me.